Hey, everybody, we're back for our final installment of our look at the 1990s in movies. And this time we're taking a look at the best actor and best actress, respectively, of all movies of the 1990s. We're going to give our top five individual lists and just give you a little thumbnail sketch on why we picked it. And we're going to take it from there. So, Brian, you're up first.
Okay. Let me premise my number five with the fact that this is the only redeeming quality about this movie whatsoever. I have Alan Rickman for his portrayal of the Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Everything else about that movie is absolute garbage. You could flush it right down the toilet. They actually made a 155-minute version of this that they released in 2009. I don't know why. They only left the 15 minutes that Rickman was in the movie compiled. I would have only watched that.
Your boy your boy Costner's in there again, and of course the Bryan Adams song was a big hit as well.
My wife had wanted that song for our wedding song.
Really?
Yes. Enough said. Anyway, let's move on.
Number four.
Number four is Martin Landau for his portrayal of Bela Lugosi and Ed Wood.
Oh,
I thought he did a great job in that. Biver. Biver. It was great. Awesome. Number three for me is John Malkovich in The Line of Fire. We've already touched on that movie. Malkovich, for me, is top of the line actor all the way through. Number two for me is Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs. Pretty much started a whole series of franchise stuff involved with that TV series and everything. But his performance hasn't been touched since that particular movie. And number one for me is Ralph Fiennes from Schindler's List as Amon Goth. I think that he was robbed of not winning that Oscar altogether. That was the most monstrous performance of a villain that I have seen in a movie. An embodiment of Nazi hate, just all piled into this wonderful performance by him. It wasn't over the top in any way. It was this stoic, evil portrayal, and he knocked it right out of the ballpark.
Good.
So that's my number one.
Very good. I'm going to jump into I'm going to go through these quickly because four of my five I've already talked about as films, but they're in the performance category as well. Number five is Leonardo DiCaprio in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. For a supporting role, he plays Arnie, the mentally disabled teenager. Like I said before, he's fantastic. He has all the nuances that you would want, and I totally believed him in that role. He was pretty much an unknown when that came out, so that works for me. Number five. Number four is Ed Norton in Primal Fear, one of the best debut performances I've ever seen, and he'll have you guessing all the way through. Number three is Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction. He dominates every scene he's in that movie.
Absolutely.
That's great.
He's awesome at delivering Tarantino dialogue. He's been in several of his movies, and he just knows how to bring it. Number two is something we haven't talked about, and it's Denzel Washington and Malcolm X. He brings Malcolm X to life in that movie. He looks like him. He talks like him. He's got all the characteristics. Great film by Spike Lee, handpicking Denzel for that project. And my number one is, without question, Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs. To me, it is the most iconic acting performance of the whole decade. He was only on screen for like 25, 26 minutes, and yet he owns the film. The liver, the fava beans, the fine Chianti, all those close-ups of him. He's menacing, and I'm going to go with Anthony Hopkins. All right, Sean.
Very good. Can I say like four really fast there for my number five?
Sure.
Anthony Hopkins. Gary Oldman as Dracula. Ed Norton in Primal Fear.
Good.
And Macy in Fargo. That's my number five.
So. Wow. I love that. Great one.
I wish Anthony was on there longer on screen.
Yeah, I think so too.
Number four is going to be Sean Penn in Carlito's Way.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a good one. It came out of nowhere. I like that.
Yeah, that's man, what a character. He's fantastic as the
Yeah.
lawyer. Man. There's a guy who's stealing again. That's
Isn't he
just what I
playing
can tell.
Alan Dershowitz in that movie? I think.
He
Yeah, he's
he
got
plays
the
his
lid, eh?
lawyer anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great one.
Number 3, I'm going with Pesci and Goodfellas. I think you touched on it before
Yeah.
there, Rich. When he's there, he's
Yeah.
again scene stealing, and that's hard to do with De Niro in a flick.
Yep.
So Pesci is kind of like an easier one for me to put there at number 3 anyway. My number 2 is Hackman and Unforgiven.
Yeah.
I think it's I was back and forth on my 1 and 2 here drastically. So Hackman had it for a while, but Hackman's performance is, you hate him in that one, let me tell you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But my number 1 is the same as Brian's number 1. It is Fiennes and Schindler's List.
Good one.
Yeah, man, that's a masterpiece of acting right there, man. I don't know what to tell you. That's
Yeah.
you hate him. And there's a reason why this guy is just delivering.
Yeah.
It's bang on, man. This is Schindler's List is a powerful movie, and he's the rest of the acting's fantastic in this movie.
That internment camp speech that he gives just embodies everything that they pushed to German people to conform to Nazism and to hate Jewish people.
Hate Jewish people.
Awful. It was so harrowing to hear that speech.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on the same page here, buddy. I think this is just.
See, that's like I said
acting.
before. That's the movie I've only seen once. I really should go back and see it again just for his performance. But I know I was cringing every time he came on the screen. Just brutal.
That's what you get with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my number 1.
Very good.